Hello everyone and welcome to Friendly Fire. My name is Thomas Delzeit and this is...
I'm Sam Federoff.
And welcome to a show where we're going to be talking about some stuff. And we'll see you in just a minute. And welcome back. How are you today?
I'm very tired.
Understandable. You want to talk about some super important discussions. This is life-changing stuff here, folks. We are going to talk about aliens and ghosts.
Ooh.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
As I usually do.
Okay.
Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah. I'm the same, man. Of course I do.
Now, why do you believe in aliens?
okay.
That's the meat of this conversation.
I went off on a tangent last night with my partner because I had this same thought. Because I was like, what am I going to say today about why I believe in aliens? Personally, it's because I believe, like, you know, it depends on, like, what you believe in. But, you know, how, like, water came to Earth because of asteroids and stuff and all that. I believe that there's microscopic aliens, obviously, from, like, asteroids hitting the Earth and all that stuff. And also, because there's that. And there's also my other little belief that considering how you see, like, light years, that we see, like the sun or, like, stars forever, like, away, that are, like, light years before it actually, like, is happening. Like, we're seeing it in the past.
We're seeing a version of it because of how long it takes the light to get to Earth for us to observe.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I believe that if there are aliens out there, they either believe that we are still dinosaurs or that we don't have any living creatures on it yet.
So they don't think we're worthwhile yet?
No, I don't think so.
They took one quick look and they're like, we'll let it sit for like 10 minutes.
We'll let it cook.
We'll let it cook. And if something pops up, we'll do something.
Either that or we're just a really loud planet and they just don't want to deal with it.
So how mad do you think the aliens would be if they got here and then we were all dead?
I feel like they'd be kind of mad, but I feel like they'd be like, oh.
Like, we missed the good part.
I know.
This always happens, and that's how they figure out that light years, it takes time for light to travel.
I guess. I feel like if they were smart enough to get to Earth, they should know what light years are. So
I just curious, do you have any experience with aliens? Like, have you ever seen, like, oh, that's a UFO?
No, I haven't. But I was an avid UFO caught on camera watcher when I was a kid.
So much fun.
I loved watching those videos growing up. Are you kidding me?
I love watching them, especially in the field that I'm in, and trying to determine whether or not they're fake. Same with ghost stuff, which we'll get to in a second. I absolutely love watching stuff like that and being like, okay, this is clearly faked. This may be faked, or I don't know how he did this, and just assume it's faked, but still be like, oh yeah, this is impressive. Because that's something that, like, I had one experience with a UFO. I don't think it was an alien.
Really?
But I was scared for like maybe 30 seconds because I was driving down the highway, and this is on Highway 50 on the way from where I'm from in Kansas to Warrensburg. And I was probably halfway there, and for some reason I was with Matt. I don't remember what the circumstances were.
His,
yes,
by the way.
Matt, a friend of mine, Matt. Shout out. And he, I'm driving along and I'm like, do you see that up in the horizon? And we both look at it, and it's just like, it was late at night. It was just like a orange cube that was just floating. And it was like, this is a part of Highway 50. There are no lights anywhere around. I know where all the, like, radio things are. Like, if it were a plane, it would have, like, blinking, it would be like a light. But it's like a glowing red light. And I see this, I'm like, what could that possibly be? And I started getting scared because I didn't know what it was. And I eventually, what I've determined it to be, whether or not this was actually an alien, maybe I saw an alien this particular day, I don't know. What I determined it to be was one of those lanterns that you put like a candle in and they float up. That makes the most sense because that's a glowing orange cube. And it was also, I want to say it was around New Year's. I think that's what it was for. It was for New Year's.
Okay, then it probably was that.
But yeah, I was like, oh my God, I just saw an alien. And I got really excited and then really sad really, really quickly because I realized that I saw an alien and didn't catch it on video. That was the thing I was upset
that's
about.
probably what happens most of the time.
Yeah,
is that whenever, like, there are, like, aliens that happen, you're like, oh my God.
Like, I'd be so mad if, like, Bigfoot found me or something like that. And he knew that I never had a camera, so he'd like, I'm Bigfoot. And then he'd run away before he could get my phone out. I'd hunt Bigfoot just for that. Like, look at this little guy.
Look at this guy.
I found him, and he knows.
Okay. 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 Do we want to cut to our sponsors for today?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
What's our time? How much time do we have left? This is a very informal show, and I'd like to ask the director, how much time do we have left? 3 minutes? Oh yeah, we got 3 minutes. Are you afraid of aliens? Like, if aliens showed up, friendly or not, would you, like, trust them?
I don't... No. I've seen too many horror movies and shows related to aliens to trust them in the slightest. I can't.
I played too much Among Us. Do you think that... humans would be inherently racist towards aliens just because of alien media? Like, I've seen too many movies and just these little guys, and then the aliens are like, dude, what are you talking about? We're literally trying to, like, solve your world problems, and humans would just throw pebbles at them.
No, are you kidding? Have you seen? No, I don't think the Earth would be kind to any aliens that have shown up to our planet.
I think the nicest thing aliens
can't
can
even
do
be
is
nice to each other. Like,
that's true.
What makes you be nice to, like, someone that doesn't come from our planet?
There's also the theory, and this is a much larger case than we have time for today, but have you also heard the theory, or the conspiracy, I guess I should say, that Earth is a human prison, interstellar, like, humans misbehaved because we couldn't get along with even each other, so some other alien race put us here because we're not inherently good at, like, breathing this atmosphere or anything like that. It was like, because the atmosphere, this is not fact-checked in the slightest, I just remember this. But the atmosphere is, like, mostly nitrogen, and we need mostly oxygen. So the idea is that they put us here and trap us here and, like, not give us what we need to escape.
Huh. I've never heard of that in my life.
I have.
Never.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it could, I guess.
It's one of those theories that's like, yeah, all right. If it's true, nothing changes.
Sure, I guess. I mean, it makes sense. If we got, like, we're putting, like, time out.
Alien time out.
Celestial time out. Like, I don't...
The Alien Council doth decree human beings have been put in alien timeout for the minimal time of 5 billion years. And then they cast us away on Earth. And then they, like, I don't know, they probably stole a planet. They're like, we want this. This was made of gold to give us.
Okay.
Earth had 2 moons. It had rings. It had rings made of gold. And they're like, suck it up.
Okay.
Bye.
I've never heard of that. Where did you hear that?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
I heard it on the internet at some point. We're going to have a little bit of an ad break here from some very good friends of ours. And when we come back, we're going to be getting into, from the alien side of things, we're going to be talking about ghosts. Ad break. Are there creatures in your walls? Are you searching for something that can't be found? Do you or a loved one have a cryptid or ghost infestation? Call the International Cryptid Hunters Association. For limited time only, use code SPOOKY for 15% off your next cryptid hunting service at 1-800-ICHA. That's 1-800-ICHA. Today. Welcome back from that ad.
Honestly, they're my heroes.
Heroes?
Those guys, heroes. Are you kidding me? I respect what they do so much.
Personally,
I
I think it's all nonsense.
You think it's all nonsense?
I think they faked the haunting of Martin Hall. I think they faked it. There's no ghost.
Wow. Okay.
There's no way. They would have found it already. They couldn't have walked around a ghost for that long and not have noticed it.
I don't know. They look a little dumb.
They were pretty dumb. Anyways.
Okay.
So ghosts. Similar question to aliens. Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very constructive. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's it. I definitely, I do. I do. I am more of like I have to see it to believe it type thing, but I've had quite a few seeing it experiences to not believe it. But also, it's one of the things where I'm like always like, I mean, probably. I mean, what else? Why wouldn't there be? I guess.
I think that's kind of because I think it's interesting that you bring up the topic of see it to believe it, because I feel like most people who do believe it have seen something like that. Mm-hmm. I know personally when I'm watching ghost shows, and part of the reason I think ICHA and specifically hunting in Martin Hall is a bunch of malarkey, is because you can use video editing to fake a ghost very easily. And when you are watching those videos, it's like, and similar to the alien things, I love watching the videos of like ghosts caught on camera, and I love looking at it and go, okay, if I were gonna make this, how would I make it? How could I fake this? And especially for the ones that are like really low budget, like Grandma Susan happened on her front porch. This happened on Grandma Susan's front porch before church on Sunday. Like, if I were on that low of a budget, like I just want to make this to try and get attention, how would I go about doing this, spending less than like $150?
I think the reason why, like, because I agree that the ones like you see on video, again, avid caught on camera watcher. I love it just because I just think it's super interesting. Like, I'm like, yeah, okay, like maybe it happened, but I think it's really cool. But the ones that, for me, that are like way lower budget seem almost more realistic to me. Because, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like, well, what's the point of, like, I don't know. But then also, like, why were they filming? I don't know.
That's a lot of it is, like, why would there be a camera here?
Right. But I've had, like, experiences with at my grandma's place. I've had experiences at my own place back at home. I've had experiences at my current apartment. Like, I don't know, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Am I the drama?
Ghosts just follow people. Currently, I got no ghost followers. No ghost followers on Ghost Twitter. Got 0 followers. It's very sad.
Okay,
I've been trying to gain a nice following.
It's unfortunate.
But they've made me angry, and I've been trying to trap a ghost, even though I haven't been able to find one. And I've been trying to think of what the most humane way to trap a ghost would be.
How are you? First of all, how can you humanely trap a ghost if they're not human anymore?
So, well, I mean, they were human.
I mean, yeah,
but the fact that they're a ghost, does that make them not human anymore?
I don't know. I feel like humane is more of like trapping, like.
Well, we talk about what's the most humane way to kill a rat.
Yeah,
Rats aren't human. They never were.
That's a living being, like living thing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Ghosts aren't that anymore. So does it even matter?
You can't have a humane way to split a coconut, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because it was
it
never.
Doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
So maybe that's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know. I feel. All I'm thinking is Ghostbusters. I have no idea. I'm thinking of that thing that like.
It's been a long time since I've watched Ghostbusters, but I know they're called proton packs. So I imagine that they've come up with some nonsense technology for the actual movie itself.
Yeah.
But the idea is that it somehow the particles grab the otherworldly ghost goo and pull it into a trap. I don't really know how any of that works, but I've been trying with my vacuum cleaner, and so far I've been unsuccessful. I also attached a car battery to it just so it had a little extra oomph, and it burned out. So I have to go to Walmart after this and pick up a new Hoover.
Okay. What?
What do you mean what? I feel like it's been pretty self-explanatory. I got a Hoover.
Why?
And I put a car battery on it, and I was trying to catch a ghost, but I didn't find a ghost, and I broke my Hoover, and now how am I going to clean up the cat litter on my floor?
Why do you have cat litter on your floor? You don't have a cat.
I do have a cat. It's Ghost Cat.
It's Ghost Cat. Is that what you're trying to catch? Why would you want to catch a ghost?
Well, I don't want to catch the Ghost Cat. I like the Ghost Cat.
What? Okay.
He gives me emotional support when I need it. I'm trying to catch ghost humans because I don't like humans. I like Ghost Cat.
But you just said you haven't had a, like, you...
Yeah, I haven't been able to find any ghost humans. I found the Ghost Cat, but I don't want to trap that one. It seems like we're getting into some very difficult territory here, and for that, I have to ask the next question on this list. If you were a ghost, what do you think the hardest part of life would be? Personally, I think there'd be a lot that'd be very different, but I want to hear your thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Because I've been thinking about this for a while.
Of course you are. Of course you have. I'm going to go with mine. Probably, I don't know, not being able to have a Baja Blast ever again.
No Baja Blast. Absolutely
Blast.
No Baja Blast.
I'd be very distraught because I love those things. Especially the potato bowls. I'd be so upset if I couldn't have that ever again.
You're missing out on food and drink.
Of course I am. You're telling me you wouldn't miss out on the food that you could eat before?
I'd be very upset if I died and be like, I will be existing on this plane forever and I'll never be able to have another bite of cheesecake. I'd be furious, so I understand that pain.
Exactly. That's mine. personally?
I think for me, the thing that would, maybe not the worst thing, but a thing I've been thinking about a lot for some reason is if I were a ghost and I had to go to the bathroom and I went into a bathroom and was standing at a urinal and then another guy who couldn't see me walked up and stood at the same urinal and then we were peeing in the same space and time, I'd be very unhappy. I don't want to be violated like that.
I mean, yeah, but do ghosts pee?
Well, do ghosts eat?
No.
Oh yeah, I guess that solves the problem.
No, they don't.
So I guess I don't need to worry.
No, you don't have to worry about that because you're not going to have to pee.
Where am I going to live? Someone else is going to live in my house.
You live with them. And you
I
don't
don't
pay
want
rent.
to live with them. I'm an antisocial person.
I mean, okay, they don't have to be social. I really, I've thought about this, about where I'd want to go when I like.
Where you'd want to haunt?
Where I want to haunt. Either my old high school, or
that would be fun.
or my best friend, only, for the rest of her life.
Ooh, so you would follow the archetype of a ghost that just follows someone.
Yeah.
You don't haunt a place, you haunt a person.
Well, let's go to the high school because I always thought about it especially when I was in high school. I'd always be like, what if I was a ghost? I could just go slam lockers all the time and scare everyone. So
that gives me a great idea.
Okay.
Haunt an IKEA.
Haunt an IKEA.
Haunt an IKEA.
Okay, elaborate.
Haunt an IKEA. People go there all the time, but usually you don't go to IKEA more than once every, I don't know, couple months, maybe years.
Couple months?
Yeah, people don't go to IKEA. I don't go to IKEA that much. Maybe it's because I don't move very often, but
I haven't gone to an IKEA in years, and I move frequently.
But like the frequent flyers at IKEA would probably go every couple months. I don't know why they're going, but they're going. So you haunt an IKEA, and then people consistently have reports of a haunted IKEA, but you don't have a reason to go there very often. So I get the feeling that enough people would see things, but they wouldn't believe it because they're like, I'm at IKEA. What are the odds an IKEA is haunted? IKEA
is one of those places. It's like it's not a liminal space, but it's very similar to that, where it's like it kind of gives you like, it's just a little uncomfortable to be there sometimes.
Well, because it's furnished like a house.
Everywhere.
It's like, what if your home...
It's also a really big maze.
What if your home was a maze that took 30 minutes to get through at the shortest amount of time? Personally, I think that'd be really fun.
Of course.
But if you needed to pee really bad, if you were a ghost and you needed to go to the bathroom and not stay in the same urinal, it'd be difficult because you'd have to run through this maze. You'd discover shortcuts. You'd become a speedrunner.
Couldn't you, as a ghost, can't you just like go through walls? Can't you just like pass through them?
That's yet another ghost fact I've failed to consider. I'm not caught up on my ghost stuff.
I know. I'm just better, I think.
It's better at ghosts.
No, better period. Anyway.
Oh.
But I think that an IKEA would be really fun to haunt because then also like you're just kind of chilling. I think it'd be fun to kind of just like relax and they'll be like, oh yeah, I have a whole kitchen. I have like 4 of them.
You have 4 kitchens. Because that's the thing, if one day you're in like the dark mahogany kitchen and you're like, I need a brighter mood, then you go to the one that's just pure white. Why is there always a kitchen that's pure white at IKEA? Who has a kitchen, this is very off topic, who has a kitchen that is pure white? That would get so messy. It'd be so hard to clean. I don't want to clean that. If you made spaghetti, there'd be red everywhere, like a murder scene for tomatoes.
We can get into this when we go into our
home decor episode.
Our home decor episode.
A little teaser, but boy, do I have some words about fixtures that are all white, especially wood. Blech. Anyways, but yeah, another good place I think that you could haunt as a ghost is in DMV, because that's just free entertainment. I would rather go to a haunted DMV. Like, if I took my driver's license photo and there was a ghost in the background, that'd be so cool.
It would be. But then if you get pulled over, do you have to have the ghost there, too? Do you have to have your ghost friend?
I don't know.
Because then there's
I'm gonna have to research this. I'm gonna put in some time.
Okay.
I'm gonna look up if the person in your driver's license photo is not yourself, but a ghost, and yourself, does the ghost have to be there? Then you just rent the ghost.
You rent the ghost?
Yeah.
You said you can't find the ghost, though, so how are you gonna rent the ghost?
Well, I couldn't find the ghost. This is hypothetical.
I could find the ghost.
You can find the ghost, rent the ghost.
Rent the ghost.
Get the ghost in your driver's license photo, rent the ghost, and then get pulled over.
How many times did we say rent the ghost?
Rent the ghost.
Rent the ghost.
If you don't rent the ghost, how are you gonna have him? How's the police officer gonna know that's you?
He can't.
That's the thing here. That's plain and simple, folks. Rent the ghost.
Rent the ghost. Rent the ghost.
Rent the ghost. Is that the end of the show? Are we wrapping it up? We're wrapping it up. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Thomas Delzeit.
I'm Sam.
And this has been Friendly Fire. Thank you for watching episode 1, Rent the Ghost.
Next week.
Credits.